So without further ado, I want to say a big welcome to our student panel, Jack, Emma and Fiona. Thanks very much for joining our event today. How are you?
Good.
Well, thank you.
Good. So tell us, can we start maybe with Jack yourself? Can you tell us who you are, where you went to college and what student volunteering opportunities you took up?
So I'm Jack. Hi, how's it going? I went to Trinity in Dublin. I just finished there like a couple of months ago. Kind of volunteered the whole way through college with the Trinity Vincent de Paul Society. So yeah, that's me.
Fantastic. Emma?
Hi, so I'm Emma. I went to college in DIT, now the Technological University of Dublin. I was heavily involved in a lot of societies and volunteering, but my biggest passion was the Art and Design Society.
Great. And Fiona, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Fiona. I'm going into second year at NUIG, and I volunteered last year with the Environmental Society.
Great. So guys, tell us what started the whole thing. Why did you start volunteering at first? Was it for the greater good? Was it to make friends? What started the ball rolling?
Well, I started volunteering with the Environmental Society because I'm really passionate about the environment and protecting it, and I love nature and all that stuff. So I wanted to be able to talk to like-minded people and also try to make a difference. Like, I didn't know what events they'd have. I wanted to help out.
Brilliant. Fiona, why did you get involved in the Environmental Society? Is that something you always had an interest in, or was it like coming from high school and secondary school, or was it just in university you picked that up?
No, I've always been interested in that. So I was active in my environmental society in high school, but they didn't do very much. So I was interested to see what else I could help out with.
Cool. And Emma, did you pick up art in secondary school as well, or was it in university?
Well, I've always kind of been involved in art. Since like the youngest of ages, I've always been artsy craftsy. And when I picked my college course, I studied creative and cultural industries. I was kind of under the impression that I would have a lot more practical art in the course, but it was all kind of theories and stuff like that. So I decided that what better place to try and get the double experience of the course and then get some arts and crafts involved as well.
Perfect. It's a win-win. And Jack, I suppose, have you volunteered with St. Vincent de Paul before college?
No, actually, I hadn't. I kind of they'd never really been on my radar totally. It was totally just happenstance that I ended up volunteering with them. One of my friends was really involved with them the year previous, and when I was walking through the Freshers Fair my first year, I went over to him just to say hi, just to catch up, see how he'd been, see how summer was, and all of a sudden I was signed up to the Vincent de Paul Society, and kind of that was that. I had done like volunteering stuff before back in like transition year school, and I'd done like a lot of work with kids over a couple of years, and that was kind of the first thing that I did with Vincent de Paul. So I had like a little bit of experience with everything, but not specifically with Vincent de Paul.
And was the experience as you expected to be, or was it different?
I didn't have a whole lot of expectation, to be honest. I kind of just let everything come naturally. It was a great experience. Like, it was actually just the most fun. But I never really kind of stopped to think about what I was doing. I was just having a lot of fun. And it was something really different from my like other college, like from my college work and from my work. It was just something that was just fun to do.
Brilliant. And Emma, I know that teaching children art can be a little bit challenging. Is there any challenges you met during your time teaching?
I found it was just a lot of fun because I'm pretty much a child at heart. So it's like, I just found that like, just relax and have fun, because if you're having fun, it's a lot easier to interact with people, because we did classes with people with adults with mental disabilities as well 2 years ago. So that was just like, it's a completely different challenge and completely different experience, but it was just really rewarding just to kind of let everyone else have as much fun as you were having and enjoy the passion that you have as well.
Brilliant. And did you feel supported when you were given those classes?
Sorry, by the college, is it?
Yeah, during just when you're giving classes to adults there, did you feel support? Was there people on hand to help train you in that?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, there was all the, like with the people with disabilities, all the carers were there as well. And a lot of them got involved as well. So it was really fun because everyone was just hands-on, and it was just basically like having a little paint party with all your friends.
Good energy. That's brilliant to hear. I suppose, Fiona, what benefits did you feel from joining the Environmental and Marine Society in Galway?
Well, it was really nice to be able to spend time with other people that care a lot about the environment. We'd put on a lot of like events where people could come and talk just about what they want to see changed on campus and in the community, just if they want like a decrease in single-use plastic, or if they want more beach cleanups, things like that. So it was really nice to just speak to people, and we'd have game nights and things. So it was a lot of fun. And like we'd always meet up and do beach cleanups together and things like that.
Lovely. And would you recommend for first years to kind of get involved in a society like that on campus to make friends?
Yeah, definitely. I made a lot of my friends through it, and also it's nice because it has to do with my course, because I'm doing marine science. So a lot of the other science students I had already met, I became closer with through the society.
Fantastic. Do you think you're going to stick with it for the rest of your time in Galway?
Yeah, definitely. I really enjoy it. And it's the nice thing where we kind of like start projects and continue working on it. Like this past year, with one of my friends, I started a petition to decrease single-use plastics on campus. So that's something that we're going to continue throughout the next few years.
Yeah, I'm all with you there. Best of luck with that.
Thanks.
And Jack, you know, you're finished college now. Are you going to continue helping with the SVP?
Yeah, I think so. Everything's kind of a bit up in the air in this particular climate, but no, it's definitely my intention to continue working with them and working with other people as well. I've kind of got a really good taste for BDP. We kind of work with everyone from like kids to adults to, you know, people who are living on the streets, kind of that kind of stuff. So I've got a taste of like loads of different kind of aspects. But you know, I still want to kind of broaden my horizons. So I'm going to look into kind of other kind of aspects of volunteering as well. But I haven't really set my sights on any particular area yet. But yeah, no, it's definitely my intention to keep going. It's just a great way to spend kind of my free time.
Definitely. And would you have any advice? I know some of the matters you're dealing with in there could be quite heavy and serious. Do you have any advice for people who are considering volunteering there?
Yeah, like I think it's absolutely something that you kind of have to be aware of when you're volunteering. Like some of the stuff can be pretty heavy, but ideally you're going to have a really good support system around you, especially if you're volunteering through a college society. And you know, a lot of kind of the experiences that you'll go through are experiences that everyone is going to go through. I know, especially like last year, it was kind of an initiative that I started, just putting more of an emphasis on student welfare within the society. And, you know, through that, we kind of realized, like, you know, the community that we have is just incredible. Like, even though I've been, you know, volunteering for 4 years with this society, like I knew most of what there was to know. I still had first years coming up and supporting me because, you know, they were bringing something different, a different perspective to the whole thing. So I think that's what's really great about, you know, volunteering in college, especially even if you've never volunteered before. It's a great place to start because the community and the structures that are around you are so good and positive. So yeah, like I think that's just something to be aware of. You know, you will face some challenges, but you know, people will be there to help you out, hopefully.
Cool. And Emma, just your one was such a creative volunteering opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about that before you went into college, or was that something you just found in a student fair?
No, it was just through the art. So yeah, when I was in first year walking around, and there was the sign-ups for the Art and Design Society, and I was like,
Why
I
not?
like art.
Why not?
Yeah, I just kind of went from there. Throughout my time in college, I spent the 3 years I was in college with the Art and Design Society, and by the last 2 years, I was like I was running the society, so I had a lot more control over like different things that we could do. So again, like we just kind of tried to make the most out of it and try to make the biggest impact with like, because culture is such a huge part, and like people don't really think of like how important like art and creativity is sometimes. So it's really good to like, we went to like schools as well, and we like taught art classes. Another thing we did, we tried to like encourage children in disadvantaged schools to like tell them how great colleges and how societies are so important and valuable, and trying to get them to like entice them to like go on and study third level education.
Totally. And I think I get the vibe from all three of you that, you know, the extracurricular and the volunteering work you did in college, you know, made college a different experience it would have been without it. Will I get that right?
100%, yeah, 100%.
Sorry, Jack, I think your mic is off.
No.
No, you're back again.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, my time in college is totally defined by my volunteer work. Like it was an integral aspect of everything that I did. Yeah, like I can't imagine what college would have been like without doing volunteering.
Brilliant. So guys, you heard it from the horse's mouth there. That's 3 students who are in college at the minute or just finished up, and like it's enriched their lives, it's enriched their student life as well, and hopefully they carry on throughout it. Best of luck with the 3, and thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.